Hello everybody and welcome to a new game I've been really excited to play. It's called Dead Cells. It's a it's a beta testing. The game is currently in beta. It has been for a long time. I played it when it was really early. There's a lot of new stuff going on, so this is basically a new game for me. The art style is really interesting, kind of reminds me of the other game I'm playing at the moment, Kingdom New Lands, which also just got a new DLC, but let's take that in another chat, per se. So this dude is, you wouldn't happen to be the headless chap now, would you? I think that's us, yeah. Well, nothing to say for yourself. I see the problem. We don't have a head. Haha. Oh, that's so funny. I find myself back here. And I'm not really interested in the story because it's not finished anyway, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. Can I hold to pass? Hold B to I'm playing with a PlayStation controller and the settings is for an Xbox, so I'm not quite sure what the settings are here. We can either use a shield or a bow. We attack on square, we jump on cross, we roll on circle, and so that attack is... Oh, I miss this game so much. This game is okay. So this is an upgrade scroll. Brutality is, well, basically damage for red abilities, which is weapons and such. The purple is damage for violet abilities, which is bows and throwing knives and stuff, spells as well, I guess. Survival is they changed this as well, actually. Survival was usually just health. This was strength, and this was like abilities. So this is green equipment, which I guess is stuff like bombs and cooldowns. So I've beaten the first boss. This guy changed appearance, that's for sure. I've beaten the second boss as well, I think. Not quite sure, I can't really remember. Gold. So this is a I'm not even sure if it's what's it called, procedurally generated game, because it's, as far as I remember, it was quite the same. Not every time, but there was a lot of the same, so I think like the enemy spawns is kind of random, but the level design is, it has a certain design to it, a certain flow. So even though it's not the same every time, there is some consistency? I don't know. It's not as random as a game like Binding of Isaac, but it's not the same game over and over. So it's not a green shield, absorb 75% damage, inflict some damage. I'd rather have a bow, I think. Usually when I play games like Binding of Isaac and such, I play more like a glass cannon. We can't go this way. We need to unlock the spell to get this vine going, I think. Well, not, I don't think, I know that. Unless they change it. So, I do know some good combos. There is a weapon called a rapier, I think? I've never been sure if that's the way to pronounce it, because it sounds awful. There's a rune here. Need a hard smash. Okay. Not quite sure if that was the right thing to do. Okay, so we can't do that yet, I guess. So there's a shop here. Never seen this weapon before. Balance blade, level 2 as well. Carefully balance to allow conservative rapidity. Let's try that. better damage per second than the normal one. Okay, so it's a lot faster, I guess. Let's go down here. So this is a chest, as you can see. Now this is a gadget, but that's purple as well. I don't know. I have no idea how this works. Let's pick it up. It's some kind of turret. Oh, that is dope. Ah, the blood sword. I really love the blood sword. Remember that one. Inflicts bleed. Oh. We have a really nice turret actually. I would let's upgrade that one. Oh, the turret inflicts bleed as well. That's a really strong item. This gate we need a gold to unlock. We don't have that amount of gold. This game actually reminds me of what was that other? It was in the era where those indie titles with their where permadeath wasn't really the thing, but you changed the level again and again, so it was you kind of had to die to complete the whole game. You couldn't complete it in one sitting, like chain. I need the thing. Yeah, okay, so we're done here. Next level. I can't remember what it's called. It's called Castle something? I'm not sure. So this guy gives us the... Okay, this is new. So when we kill someone, we have a chance of collecting a cell. We can use those cells to unlock stuff. So we had 7 cells. We bought a health flask level 1 for 5 cells. This one, gold recovery, kinda determines how much gold we can carry on when we die. That's really good as well. Recycling, you can transform the items you find on the ground into on chest into gold. We can upgrade the weapons as well. Let's go for gold recovery because I think has to be good, right? Never seen this one before. 1 mutation available. So we get a damage buff after killing an enemy. Cooldown delay when using a skill when you kill an enemy. So some kind of life steal. That's nice. When you use the range ability, they have ammunition, so you can only use them X amount of time each combat. Then when you leave combat, you get the ammunition back. So this one is great as well if we had a good ranged weapon, but we don't. So save you once. Let's go for okay, this is nice. This is a really, it wasn't like this before. I like that feature. Fill up the flask. Need it. Oh, is it a little laggy? I don't know. The mutations is a nice feature that's added since. Sorry. Okay. You can either open doors or you can smash doors. If you smash a door and there was an enemy behind it, you will stun the enemy for a couple of seconds. Oh, terrible. Oh. Whoops. There is a oh, what's this? Can only access from down there. Interesting. There is a speed run level, or a door that you can only access. Oh, here it is. You can only access it if you do it in a certain number of time. So we were 2 minutes and 48 seconds late for this one. I don't think I ever opened one of those doors. That is such a good turret. Okay. The lifesteal is nice because we have a fast weapon as well. Oh, it works with our turret as well. That is really a great combo. Let's see if we can get some more enemies here. It's only when they die. I thought it was every hit. Could be a bit overpowered maybe. Okay, we're good here. So the target dummies, kind of a fun way to force the player. It's like a taunt if you have to, I don't know, make a parallel to another video game. So the player is forced to target the target dummy. Oh! Oh, I missed this game. This is a good side-scrolling. By the way, I'm really bad at genres for games. I have no idea what I'm saying, so correct me if I say something completely stupid. Which I probably will. But I think this is what a side-scrolling... I have to look that shit up. I don't know. I think it's side-scrolling anyway, because well, we look at it from the side. If I would have to, can't get that one. If I would have to describe it, I would say a 2D. We can walk that. 2D side-scrolling roguelike. Is it called roguelite or roguelite? I think it's called roguelite. Roguelite action RPG, maybe. Let's see what's down here. Shop, interesting. Can't buy anything. It also kind of reminds me of Spelunky, just a little bit with the. Okay, maybe not at all, actually. That's okay. I take that back. It doesn't remind me of Spelunky at all. It was just the fact that you went down into a cave that just reminded me a little bit of Spelunky, but has really nothing to do with the gameplay here, has it? So we do have potions, but the more we can lifesteal and spare the potions, the better, because we don't really have that much. Okay, so here we can choose between survival or brutality. Does this boost our mutation? I think it does. So we get 3 now. We'll get 6 now, if I'm correct. So we should end up at 36. Nah, only 3 as well. Okay, so it doesn't boost the mutation. Oh, that was stupid. This is such a game that's... It's so easy to make stupid mistakes because you're rushing it. Because it's really fast-paced. Like that. I mean, I do have a bow as well. I couldn't just shoot the shit out of them. Not this trick. Okay, so that's an elite. elites are, well, stronger versions of a normal mob, which they hit a lot harder and usually summon like a horde of other guys to help them out. This one is not that bad because the attack pattern is, well, quite obvious. You have a really large window to attack. So we got an amulet here. You get gold when you get a dead cell. It's good. Better than the present color. Does nothing. It's quite nice. We have a lot of gold now, by the way. We see a yeah, sure. Let's pay 1400 for an upgrade. Let's go for some damage. I think we're lacking a little bit behind. The faster we can kill stuff, the better the lifesteal is, basically. Now, what is this? A kebab? Don't mind if I do. Thought it was something awesome. Well, it was. So, still can't reach that one, yeah? Let's see if it's purely the damage. No, it isn't. We need something to unlock that one. I know you can get an upgrade that makes your what's it called? Stomping this, I guess. You could get an amulet that makes that deal fire damage instead. That could be what will trigger that rune. So that small golden cell we got there must be the oh, that was stupid. It was just oh, that was even stupider. That's another thing we need to unlock. Same idea as the vines. Nothing here. Vines. New floor. So this is a boss area down here. Usually we get to heal first, but no, straight to the boss. We should use the opportunity then. Okay, some kind of archer, I guess. That's the same first. This is not really a boss. This is the guy who unlocks the okay, they nerfed him quite a bit. He's not that bad now. Got him. So this is the ability to create those vines. You can call this the first boss, but it's not really a boss because, well, he unlocks an ability. So it's kind of a mini boss, I guess you could call it. The bosses, like, we only have to defeat this guy once. Then the bosses you have to defeat over and over again to proceed to the next areas. That's a bit done. The thing I've basically definitely learned from this game is that you need to use everything you have to disposal. It's like, I need to remember to use the equipment, I need to remember to use the bow. If I can finish him off with the bow, there's no need for me to go in using the sword. Especially on the fast guys. Like, these are no problem because they don't melee me. But these guys, there's no reason for me to go in if I can kill them with the bow. Still. This is interesting. I guess we get some climbing abilities at some point. This area is a lot longer than it used to. Which is just nice, I guess. No idea what this is. Unlock. Sorry. God dang it. Oh, okay. We need, I don't know, we need some kind of key, I guess. Okay, I need to pick the gold up then. Manually. Oh, sweet. That turret has a long cooldown. Spartan sandals. Don't know what that does. Okay, so this is the first boss. And this should be a teleporter. Yeah. So if I remember correctly, we can skip the first boss and go straight to the next level, but then we need to unlock the teleporter, which you only unlock after you've beaten the first boss. And same goes for the this is the first level, but there is that sewer level thing that was kind of a pre-level where that's where you spawn, that's where you get your starting items, that's where you choose which path you want to go. And that is kind of Spelunky-ish as well. In Spelunky, when you unlock all the shortcuts, you can like go straight to the ice caves or go straight to the jungle. You can kind of do the same here. But if you go, just as Spelunky, if you go straight to the ice caves, if you go straight to the graveyard here, you'll miss out on all the upgradables and all the great items you might get. Gold recovery, that's nice. So for example, here we can upgrade, well, we can choose to get a random starter bow from the starting location, which is pretty good because there is some of the bows that's really nice. How many cells do we have? We have 33. I think knocks enemies back, interrupt the attacks, inflicts extra damage, hurling against the wall. I don't know about that one. Blood sword is really good, but I do really like the sword we have now. Actually, I think I'll just pump it all into the healing flasks for next time. What about this? We can choose another reset your mutations. Do we just pick another one, or do we remove the one we have? I think, can I upgrade this one maybe? No. Do we lose it? Oh, we don't lose it. Okay. Interesting. So now we got both mutations. I wonder what happens if when we get all three, if we can upgrade or if we can change them out. Because if they're just passives, they're just gonna be there like forever, or until we die at least. They seem kind of useless. This is not the boss area. Okay. Oh, I had the mage, just totally forgot about them. Yeah, well, they're just like the bonk throwing guys from the previous level. They can throw through the walls, but this goes in a straight line, which is quite annoying. Shit. Time gate. How late are we for this one? 7, almost 8 minutes late. Our sword deals so little damage. I remember when I used to play this, we could get a sword like +6, which basically would one-hit these enemies here. But those were needed for the level ahead. Oh, this is nasty as well. We dealt so little damage. We definitely need to improve the brutality, I think. What is that? What does everyone bleed? So the reason why I haven't played this game, by the way, is because it's only for Windows at the moment. I really wanted to wait so I could play it on the console, but I just couldn't wait anymore. I saw it got an update as well, and I've gotten several updates since I played it last. I couldn't wait anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. So now I just wanted to play it. The whip is a fine item, actually. Not quite sure why it says. Also, the whip can be used equally as a red item. Does that mean? I don't know. I think we should. I don't know what that means. Where's the whip is a little red and purple. Oh. Well, the whip is good for taking out flying enemies because it seeks and destroy. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I get it. The whip is a brutality weapon, so it deals red damage. But the bomb from the whip, oh shit, this is bad. The whip's special effect, it throws out a bomb, like that one. That is a tactical damage, so that deals purple damage. That would make sense actually, so yeah. That's definitely what it is. I still think we should upgrade damage here. That's the power of the whip. It hits enemies on top of you as well, which is really powerful. Can we not get down there? We need to go under, I think. These scorpion birds, I don't know what to call them. Scorpion birds is some good name, I guess. When they group up on you, they fly like either from above or behind. Not behind, but above or below. They can be really nasty. Because you can't really counter them if you don't have a seeking It's a nice shot. A seeking ranged weapon. The black bridge, that's the boss level. There's no way we can get in there. Doesn't seem right. It's the jump room, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a jumping room thing. That's the boss level. I kind of wonder what this over here is. I had a shop down here. We could get 2 of these. You know what? Let's go. Let's go. If they don't share cooldown, this is gonna be really powerful. The boss is gonna get so much bleed. If they do share a cooldown, we're kind of screwed here. That's nasty. Let's go. Okay, that's good. Okay. Still more damage, I think. To be honest. Like, if you're good, you don't really need health. Like, you only need health if you get hit. So if you know how to dodge, which I'm not saying I do, I definitely don't. But if you don't, if you get better and you know how to dodge, you can kind of just only go strength, just deal a lot of damage and the boss quicker, right? If you don't know how to avoid damage, how to dodge an enemy, then you definitely need some help in the long run, because then you're gonna die, son. They do not share cooldown. That is so good. My throat is a little sore. That's why I'm not speaking that much. What is this? Support. That's interesting. There's a lot of new items that I've never seen before. It's so satisfying when people die. That was a nasty sentence. That animation right there, and the sound as well. Oh, that's a boss. Well, it's not a boss, it's a elite enemy. Elite on it. Okay, listen to this. That's so good. Let's heal. Oh, we got him. Now that's a huge upgrade. Get a balance blade. It has the viscera of dead victims explode through a grenade. That's a huge upgrade. And we found the end of the level as well. Now that's damage. That's what I'm talking about. We also found a secret right there. We need to jump over the edge so we can get down there. How do we get up though? Nobody knows. But you know what? I think it's worth it. Secret area found. Flashbang. Flashbang is a really great item. Ah, it's perfect. For a second there, get scared. Okay, let's go to the boss. I think we get a checkpoint before the excuse me. Not a checkpoint, yeah, a heal up, and we get to spend all the dead cells here. Support 50 damage while you're nearby a deployed skill. So when we use, oh, it's a mutation. Ah, so this one buffs the turrets if we're nearby. It's pretty good. I do think it's worth upgrading here. We have 25 cells left. You know what? Let's take this one, because we just whenever we upgrade an item, we can transform the old item into gold, and we will always. Oh, we need to use all the cells. We'll always at some point get into a we can get the Spartan sandals actually. Let's try this one. Still drops the item, huh? Okay, so this is interesting. We could use the blood sword. We'll do that. We're going for a good bleed build here. So now we have all the mutations. Well, we still need this one here. Or these, actually. Let's fill up the good old Estus flask. The dagger throw from our blood sword is really nice as well against flying enemies. Okay, so this boss I've beaten. It's quite simple actually. It's still nasty though. We'll maintain some good old bleed on him. Oh, he usually had that immunity on for a longer time. That hurts. Should heal. Wait, jump, roll. I think we should drop one there. Oh, that hurt. Heal up. Okay, it's fine. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Just keep calm. Oh no! Okay. Just let the turrets do it. Just let the turrets do it. Oh no! Okay, good try. Good first try. Yeah. I'm not salty about that one. It was a really good try. A lot of progress in one go. Back already? Well, it doesn't seem to be going that well for you. Huh. Since last time. Ah, yeah. So it's the story is kind of that it's all a loop. We keep, whenever we die, we keep resetting. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I really love this game. I love the art style. I love the sound. The music is so amazing. Just they nailed it in everything, in every single area. And I can't wait to play more. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up on the good old YouTube thumbs up side. I don't know what to say. If you disliked it, download the shit out of it, and I'll see you next time.